Yo, hello there my delicious friends, I hope you're doing beautifully well. We are back with Let's Play Final Fantasy XVI, and oh my goodness, the other night we did the Bahamut fight, where he tried to Zeta flare the planet. What was going on? Well, in brief, massive turnarounds. In essence, my boy Ayatollah's been asking, okay, why was Bahamut fighting you? So we got there, right? And basically, the queen, my bitch mum, was just like, people of low stock and your breeding should never go beyond the glass ceiling that you've already attained. You'll be a good tool for the real monarchy and royalty. You're scum. And then she's going up to the emperor and she's like, whisper, 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 bad ideas. Bearing in mind that Joshua had already explained to the dominant of Bahamut that an evil presence was trying to change the course of the nature of the world involving the crystals. So he's just like, he kind of tested his dad and he was like, my dad is not evil, he's not infected with evil, but he is a tool of evil. He's been nudged in bad directions, and the Empire is no longer protecting its people. So he's like, I'm pretty sure the problem is bitch witch evil queen, Joshua's mum, what he told me about. So he started an insurrection. All of the royal dragoons follow Bahamut. So we got to the Imperial City, and there was a civil war going on. So we're going through the city trying to get to the crystal to do our thing, whilst it's literally at war with itself. Then, up in the sky, Bahamut goes up, and we're like, why is the heart of the crystal not below ground? Why is it all the way at the top on a pinnacle? Bahamut gets there, and he gets like hit in this kind of trap, but he's also like going crazy, and he just does like this giant like energy beam thing that starts like random carpet bombing the city, taking out friend and foe alike. So they're like, something's wrong with Bahamut, what's going on? Joshua steps in, turns into the Phoenix, has to fly around to distract Bahamut to stop people in the city dying. He does a giant beam attack on the crystal, and we're like, oh, that's what we were going to do. Good for him, he'll do our job, he'll break it. Giant beam attack on the crystal is a trap that reflects it, breaks the crystal, reforms the crystal into a giant, like, pinnacle chrysalis. And bear in mind, that crystal's bigger than a city. So now there's a giant chrysalis. We start fighting Bahamut because he's gone nuts. The chrysalis unravels into a giant flower bigger than the Empire City with all this weird shit in the middle, whilst there's laser beams and stuff going everywhere. Bahamut is one of the most OP dominants in the game. The Brothers of Fire do a Hardy Boys tag team, and the two dominants merge into a single dominant fire entity where I can combine Spit Flare and Phoenix Flare to do a 4.5 million damage intense attack beam. Bahamut gets hit up with crystal energy as a bonus, just like Kutka did, and he turns into that giant tentacle thing. So Bahamut goes up into space, tries to do Zeta Flare to wipe out the Earth. We come up, and in space, as combined Essence of Fire Phoenix Ifrit, we can do light speed teleports up into his business, attacks, dodge around the side. All intense. The question is, why was Bahamut going crazy? Ayatollah, you'll never fucking believe it. You know the Queen's son, my half-brother, that little boy who keeps grabbing onto her skirts and won't look anyone in the eye? The new possible dominant heir-to-be? Fucking Ultima. The whole fucking time it was Ultima. And he basically was corrupting the dominant of Neo Bahamut to drive him crazy. And Ultima engineered a situation where he's like, I need to kill this kid, and instead ends up killing his dad, which is why he goes nuts. The fuck? So it's only after the whole fight, and the dominant comes down and he's dying, and he just grabs his spear and he just chucks it at the kid, and you're just like, what? And then the kid's just like, ugh. And then it's Ultima, and he's just like, fucking hell. It was so good, it was so good. The whole time it was, so my mum went nuts. She was just like, ooh, this is bad dream, running around with a dagger. My mum took an exit route. So, Ayatollah, Ultima's true essence, or all of now this is my interpretation, only part of Ultima was sealed in Joshua. As in, Joshua had sealed enough of Ultima to stop Ultima from just doing his big evil plan right now. but enough of Ultima remained that he could use human host proxies. So Ultima wasn't strong enough to turn up, but he could be born into our world via my mum's new kid. Also, really fucking randomly, Ultima's turning into a hot chick on that other continent with Odin, and possibly letting the king bang him. It's so weird. It's so weird. Last night was insane. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for bearing. We've just spent 5 minutes just doing a little catch up, but we needed to address how mental this game is getting. It was like last time we had that giant Devil May Cry, God of War, giant battle where we're fighting something big. This last Bahamut fight was actually, although we're Acheons and like actual monster abilities, it was basically Dragon Ball. Like we just went hard Dragon Ball. Jill, what a day.
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
Also, despite the fact that it was a really difficult fight and I had to combine with my brother, and the fact that Jill is also a dominant of ice, she did not get involved. I don't know where Jill was for that entire fight, but she was not helping whatsoever. Also, Ultima has now changed the colour of the sky, because he's trying to cast a spell over the whole planet, which takes away our personal drive and conscious will. Yeah, mate, the Rosies. Oh, it's a balcony. Yo, so let's keep going in this amazing game.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
Also, we need to do some hunts and stuff. So I've drained a bit of the essence of Bahamut. Thanks for reminding me. Wings of Light, where we float around. Impulse, spheres attack enemies. And Flare Breath.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw it.
Otto, how fares the realm?
Claire's got a key for free.
Oh, she's just fine.
Mate, play this
As long
game.
as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in
Cheers,
the
bros.
Three Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any...
I'll unlock it straight after this.
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
We have one more crystal left to go, boys. So this is what's really annoying. I wanted to do all these sidos and get loads of ability points. It turns out if you master a ability, you can actually use it in a slot linked to a different dominant. So I want to master Judgment Bolt. We've already upgraded it twice, but to master it, I basically need another 3,900 something. But once we do, it means without having to actually use the lightning ability with the really annoying lock-on, we can stick the lightning ability into any of these other slots once it's mastered, which means you can actually cherry pick the ultimate combos, but you just have to do a lot of battles to get it. Visual Lindency, how you doing, man? Welcome on in. Good evening, good evening. Great shout, Skiggles. Skiggles, was it you last night who said we need to read the lore? So after all of that, we are also going to catch up on the lore now. great time for this. Hey, Nanapion, good evening. I think I did, but I don't know if I did it with you or afterward. Breath of Fire cooldown. Here we go, yeah. Wages of Warcraft. Ability points increased by 20%. Big news. Very, very glad. Yeah. Also, we've got a really cool diamond sword now, which we leveled up. We buffed it and then leveled it up twice. And it fits perfectly in my backpack, and it feels like a real Final Fantasy Cloud Strife weapon. Stroke could be an Elden Ring.
Or in with them. He's studying us.
Oh, yo. Oh, Visual. Hey, thank you very much for the raid. Oh, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Yo, Visual Lindency, thank you very much for raiding in. How are you doing? Lovely to meet you. How are you doing, and what was your stream? Were you doing artwork? Were you playing this? Welcome on in, Raiders. My name's Mikey. I'm an illustrator. We make fan arts over on Kick for this month, but I also draw here on Twitch. We're just video gaming and vibing now. Didn't even know you had a Twitch. Oh, I'm really bad at self-advertising. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Dude, how you doing, man? Oh, you're doing Cuphead. Oh, wow. Do you hate yourself? Yo, let the love in. I heard Cuphead's real tough. So, we are literally just about to read some lore. You guys have come in after we've done a Bahamut fight in this game. If you're familiar with this game, you know that that's insane. If you're not familiar with this game, I'm going to read a tiny bit of lore, so there might be some spoilers, but it's mostly just about character information. The Hideaway. Oh, I'm so glad the music stops dead. The Hideaway. Established under the leadership of Clive Rosfield, who took on the title of Cid after his former leader's passing, and Titan's destruction of the old Hideaway. Here, a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within the fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it is located in the center of a lake, Ben-Mier, across whose waters any invading enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Vivian Ninetails. So this is a lady who we ask her for advice, but I don't know who she is. A scholar and a strategist who makes her home in the Hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive, that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails is from Naruto, which she herself is very fond of watching, and was gifted by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at great length on almost any subject. Make sure you sub to me on kick.com/MikeyMegaMega to get my exclusive Naruto dojin. Hippocrates! Hyperboles! He's an old man who runs the library. Cool story. More importantly, Primogenesis. Primogenesis is a spell cast by Ultima that casts a rolling pool over all of Valistia. Okay, so it's a bit like when the Dark One from the from the Wheel of Time casts just that evil, nasty cloud across the world, and all the food starts going rotten. I was expecting way more info on Bahamut and Ultima, but I guess maybe we wanted to have read the lore panels like 10 minutes earlier in the game. Any more lore on what Ultima is? With Bahamut gone, does this mean Odin's forces have progressed? So, very handsome question. It means that, yeah, over in the Kingdom of Wallowed, the last remaining crystal, and our final target, having destroyed everything down here, Ultima, so the king is directly working with Ultima, and Ultima's just like, right, now I've tested Bahamut against my mythos to unlock his abilities, and now I want you to test mythos to breaking, to make him my perfect vessel.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Yeah, Ayatollah. That's the question, right?
Bluer than a pair of bog crabs.
He seems to be
Tempting though it may be,
very
something
ancient,
will not help us find a solution to this mess.
and all stories
You
surrounding
believe there's
him
one to be found?
appear to have been removed from
I
history.
don't know. But
So,
I am certain we're more likely to find it if
the
we
very
first
best
examine the
scholars
facts.
can find ancient stories which are usually the results of Ultima, without directly referencing Ultima.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals
Ultima,
that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock.
Oh, they've all
And
gone
those that
offline.
hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay.
Oh shit, we've just fucked up the economy.
It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us.
They need to be charged with
I
Stormlight.
fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble.
Visual, we're like
Blue
30 hours in,
meanwhile
maybe?
moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
This might be Game of the Year visual. It's so much fun. It's insane. Mostly.
Castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
Sid warned us of this. Sid was like, if we're really going to rid the world of crystals, there's going to be an interim where the value of crystals is going to skyrocket, and more people are going to enslave people who can use them. He's like, we genuinely are saving the world, but what we're going to do is going to make it a worse place for a long time. But it's the only thing that's going to make us survive. Look at my sword. I know, I miss Sid. I miss Sid.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
The Sins of Demekis, an illustrated history of the twins. Oh yeah. Tales of the Founder. The Death of Oliver.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better
It's not
placed
very
to
shiny,
answer than I.
but it's a crystal shard sword.
And on the sixth day,
It's
did
like
the
a-
gods tear the sun from the firmament,
It's technically
visiting
glintstone.
darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. but I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected?
You're a PC gamer,
One of
visual.
the gods responsible.
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Yeah, this is like a limited time PS5 exclusive. This is coming to PC, I'm sure early next year at the latest. They won't hang about. I mean, if they're really smart, they'll pump this out in time for Christmas.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
Hey, Prab.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Also, there's a plus sign on Kupo.
Feed me skin!
So the bomb sightings are a side mission. Because it gets us something for something. Do you know what? I think I activated some of these side missions. I might not have used the right save, but we are exactly where we should be. And this is in the Crook in Sambrek. We are going to do some hunts. Because I'd like to practice with my new abilities. But we are, other than that, mostly focusing on the main business. Now, has the map opened up? That's the question. It has! So, firstly, the Nook in Sambrek. Also, I don't know which one that is. Free reads. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on Google. What's that called? Was it a firebomb? I love the hunts in Final Fantasy XII. Final Fantasy XII was so good. Its weakest part was its character development. Like, I remember 3 unique characters, and then they're all really similar. But that was because very late in the writing process, they took the main character and had to replace him with 2 younger ones to reach a wider audience. It was supposed to be Vash as the lead character, I think. I think that's his name. Bomb Hunt King location. Yeah, sure, let's go ahead. I really need a new outfit. Sanbrek. On our way to the Imperial Chase. Oh, wait, so... Northreach. Lostwing. Horrible Downs. Care. Dragon's Eyrie. The Cliff. Bocklad. It's showing me a close-up of the map, but I'm like, yeah, but where is it? Hey, Asteri, how you doing? I think I've used the wrong save, and I should be maxed out on potions. But I'm actually glad you said that. Yeah, no, we're good for vibes. Characters are pretty weak and all. Final Fantasy, now this feels quite a lot like Final Fantasy XIV as well. A lot of the spaces are quite open and spacious. Nothing's really that tight like in The Witcher. Final Fantasy XII gave me that same energy, a real open, spacey kind of vibe, the way the maps all linked up. Cool. I really liked it. Dr. Fumbles, thank you so much for subbing with Prime. How the devil are you doing, man? 17 glorious months? Dr. Fumbles, you're going to get a copy of our hentai art cover, the cover for our Tsunade Dojin. I'll drop it in Discord at the end of the month. Thank you very much, dude. Last look. God, I hate reading this board. Like, it literally, I've got a thing that shows me where in the map, but I don't actually know which location it is. Bomb King, the Crook, Sambrek. Okay, if I just like glanced over the Crook repeatedly without... Am I just like really bad at remembering? The Crook.
Very cool, way to go!
Did I just hear Tsunade Dujin?
Ah, ayo. One sec, I must find the Crook. Tim Allen, thank you very much for the resub. Yeah, on Kick, because you can get away with drawing naughtier stuff on Kick. We're drawing it was going to be 2 pages, but it looks like it's 4. Well, 5, including the cover. We're doing a 4-page Dojin, which is the prologue to my Naruto Dojin series. And the Kick lot are like getting the full thing. But everybody who's still subbing on Twitch, you're still getting that love and all that main artwork. So the naughty Tsunade boob-grabbing cover will be part of like the Patreon packs and stuff. And accordingly, for you subs here on Twitch, you'll also be able to pick it up yourselves in Discord. Yeah, thank you very much, Tim. Yeah, we're on it. Visual, you can't draw like it's very similar to TOS. You can't draw any of this, but you are allowed to draw a lot more sexual subtext. So we're able to draw pretty much everything except that bit and just like leave it blank, and then I just do the last bits offline. But yeah, we're currently mapping out the paneling for all the banging. The Crook. The Crook? The Crook. What the fuck am I missing? Sanbrek. Which one? This one's Sanbrek, right? Why? It's top right, the Dragon's Eyrie. It's in the Dragon's Eyrie? Honestly, if there's a couple of things that I don't like in this game, it's the fucking instructions for the hunt. Nothing said the Dragon's Eyrie on any part of the hunt map. Yeah, there's literally nothing here that says what that said. And I have to go down here, by the way. How the hell are you supposed to know that? Yeah, so I had this map up, but like of that particular little corner with nothing else, no context. How the hell am I supposed to know that from this information in the game? Everything that was written about the location had nothing to do with my map's location markers. Actually, before I climb on, let's fight some random enemies. We haven't tested out our ability yet. There's some birds over here. Hello. So I'm building up a mega flare charge as long as I don't take damage. Now that was only level 1, but apparently you can let it build up. Okay, that's pretty cool. We'll come back to that. I think this bomb might kill us, to be fair.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, my queen. Oh, there's some robo boys over there. You got to explore and roleplay. It's a bad information, man. Bad juju. Oh, yo, it's just bullying them. Okay, I bet if you end up mastering that technique, that's probably some real powerful dragon flame. Learning as we go. Hear me out, I've only played 15 because it wasn't turn-based. I gave 10 a try for 10 minutes.
Come
on. Hard exit from Ayatollah.
Faster.
Ayatollah hasn't even played Blitzball. He doesn't know. So I'm not sure how appropriate that technique's going to be for fighting the bombs. We are sex bomb.
I can walk from here.
Hello again, friend of a friend. I hope you're well. Dun 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 dun. It's plain to me you used to be. Something doorbell. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's up a side alley has a side alley. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim. $12 and 13 are both turn-based. 12 is not turn-based, but there is still a timer that forces you to wait for your next attack. But 12 has automatic commands. So 12's battle system is one of the most interesting, because the more you unlocked and leveled up your characters, the more command slots they had. So you could preload your main character is still you, but you would preload your ally with set instructions. And as you went through the game, you could just basically fill out this big list. So your instructions could be like, cast Cure when below 200 HP, attack the highest or strongest enemy, always support this character, it's shit like that. Which meant that like leveling up was really good, because if you needed to level up I was in this area where there were unicorns with extra limbs, and they were like rainbow colored in this cave, and you could just walk around the cave and your party's just auto doing everything. Auto attacking, auto stacking, auto curing, auto rezzing. Oh, lovely. So they had that in 12, and then they dumbed it down really, really hard and turned it into the party roles system in 13. Gambit. I knew you well. I'd never heard about it in my life, mate. Do you basically have to beat these before they blow up? Because I don't know if I'm going to do the DPS. Let's go.
We have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Oh, he doesn't even have a stagger bar. Yeah, he's literally a DPS character. No stagger. Oh shit! All those abilities have me a bit stuck on a spot. Might need to... Can I change my... Wait, can I change my icons mid-battle? Wait, now that I've used that up, can I auto go into this and will this automatically be fresh? Ah, no, you can't. I thought maybe I could literally manually refresh them. Nisa, have a wonderful evening. Look after yourself. Empathics, good evening. How you doing, dude? Hope everything's well. I just wanted to stop by and say hi before bed. Been neglecting you. Oh. We're drawing naughty comics now on a kick, but I'm not going to share my hentai with you. I'm doing my first ever proper narrative hentai. And I'd love for you to know about it, but you're not sharing comics with me, so I'm not sharing that. No, I'm only kidding. How you doing, dude? Have a wonderful bedtime. Look after yourself, and thanks for popping in and saying hello. We're just on a bit of a rough battle right now. I'm not doing it very well, and I don't really know how the mechanics of bombs work. Other than that, they're really aggro. I don't think this one's actually going to blow up. So maybe I don't need to worry about time. Because I was just tanking damage for the sake of DPS. Wait, who made that noise? Was that me? Was that the sound of me dying? Hey, P-Pistols. Hey there, man. Nice to see you. You got this. Just listen to Nathan and you might have a chance. No, I'm not allowing that energy, okay? Nathan's been grumpy with me every evening of my live streams for the past like 2 weeks for some reason or another. Many of which I've apologized for. Yeah, no, I should have listened to him, and then I wouldn't have been stuck playing Elden Ring. That bomb is interesting. I wasn't really dodging, I was just trying to stack, and now I think I've realised that we don't need to power through. I could actually spend more time dodging his terrible attacks. I'm not massively in the mood to. We might do more of these hunts offline, but we might just slip back into some main story, you know what I mean? Plot it and not it.
Time to fight.
So let's just grab this shiny down here. And, let's see. Like, let's... No, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm here. Let's do it. Let's do this hunt. That being said, probably going to go back to the high DPS lightning for now. When we build up that Giga stuff, it's going to be amazing. But for the moment,
fly, Ambrosia.
Thunderbolt, mate. Alright, where are we? Average anime enjoyer behavior. Some things never change, huh? Man, no, hey! I've come so far! This is a new dawn. This is a new Mikey Mega Mega. A fresh age. I'm making completely different content now. I'm doing things. Sexy hentai narratives. It's not just about the sex. I'm really working on the character shit and how it's affecting people. There's Fallout. They fuck in my comics, but there's Fallout. Mikey Impossible, Dead Reckoning. Yeah, Visual, have a good one. Thank you very much for raiding over. Have a wonderful evening. Nice to meet you.
That'll do, girl.
Okay, so again, it's all damage. Oh, do you know what? I should have gotten rid of my wind abilities. I've just realized. My wind abilities aren't damage abilities. Oh, damn it. It aims. I was hoping to do my high clever jumping boy stuff. Not really what I wanted to do. Thank you.
You're ready. To me, boy.
Yay! So the only difference between that fight and the time before is this time I was just bothering to dodge their attacks. And actually, it was way easier than I thought. I was just tanking it, thinking I had to be quick and panicking. Not at all, mate. Not at all. Yeah, I totally forgot to send you my comic stuff. If you wish, you can send me some of your pages in Discord, and I'll send some of mine. Yeah, do you want to do sample for sample? Some piece for some piece? Okay, Empathics, I'm only at my rough storyboarding for the main contents bit. But once I get like a couple of the key images in there sorted, I'll pop you a copy for your perusal. You can give me feedback. I'm down, dude. I'm down. You've written a whole massive long thing now. I'm like really impressed and I haven't even seen it. Yo, let's get that ash. This is like for a B mission. We're not going to complete all our B missions, don't worry, but we're just, whilst we're here.
If there's any more. That should do it.
So back home, specifically for hunting, though, thank you. And then we'll wrap up these 3 particular areas shortly. Have a good evening. Yeah, I'm going to unlock the VODs after this episode, dude. Take care of yourself, man. Thanks for hanging.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Okay. Let's just get all the names of these creatures so I can open up Google pages on each of them. And then we'll get some more potions. So, next hunt. Anything that's not an A. A hill to die on. A hill to die on hunts. Go to the Velcroy Desert and go to the northern area. Okay, let's do that. Velcroy North. Potions first. We'll probably fit this one in before the end of the episode. Beautifully.
Clive.
Hello.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that.
Last elixir. Upon KO, it automatically restores all HP, fills your limit gauge, and increases your attack power by 10%. 30 seconds. It costs 20 grand. The last KO. Wow. I'm actually not going to use that on hunts. I'll hold on to it for the main plot.
Come again. Or don't.
Was that the Velcroy? Into the deep desert, my friends. It's up in the top right corner of the map. It's up there somewhere.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Please do. I'm excited to see your art again. Yes, the project's big. But it is chill once you start. Accepting the ugly page is the hardest part for me. Oh my god, dude. So even just when we were drafting out earlier on Kick, I was like, I've got a pretty good idea of how I want the first page to look. Because it's kind of like you zoom back out on something and it's like got a nice visual rhythm. And then every page after that, I was just like, wait, how do I comport this information? How do I actually put it together? I was just like, all these panels are ugly. I don't know what to do. Okay, I actually have to go over here, right? Yes. Why is this all this ether? I guess it's corrupting the land and making the enemies stronger. Come along. Before we do the big bad for the big crystal.
Right.
Let's do all our hunts. Then there's those 3 little main missions where we've just got to aid people. But after that, I think we might actually be entering the final part of the game. Okay, here's our boyo. He's a big egg. Hello, good sir. Fastito Calong. El Fasti.
Well, Clive, looks like you're gonna need me a bigger sword.
a velociraptor. That's my chocobo. So you're not a million miles off because it is a bird evolutionary. Oh wow, he's magic turtle abilities. Always finding that stagger. What's it about? Emma, are you familiar with Naruto at all? Naruto Shippuden? Like, you get who the characters are, right? I can't remember exactly what your notes are. Oh my fucking god! Is that a yes? Oh mate, are you crazy? This guy was so easy. It was just a matter of time, but like, you get caught in just one of those little cheekies. You lose. You lose. Look, my dog's doing a backflip. Look at my dog backflipping. Just showing off. Okay, so Tsunade getting fed by who? Oh, fucked by who? Empathics. It's more than that. It's more than that. Dude, I'm not kidding. I actually have like a alternative universe narrative for a very sexualized version of Naruto Shippuden that changes the course of events across a series of several 4-page short doujin stories. So the first one we're doing right now is kind of a prologue, but basically Big Lady Tsunade, right? As you know in Naruto, she like uses her chakra to stay young and stuff. So in this universe, like Tsunade really is like, she hates all the young girls. Like, she's top bitch, right? She's been abused by men to get to the top of her power when she was younger, and instead of breaking the system, she's just now psychologically unloading that shit. So now that all the young girls are like in Shippuden starting to like mature and turn 18, they're getting loads of attention from all the male ninjas. Oh, Hinata, come join me on a mission. Hey, let me show you a really cool technique, Sakura. And so Tsunade deep down fucking hates them. And the secret is, the reason why Leaf Village is so prosperous is that they're the leaders in the underground porn market and meats like selling. So like they're breeding the finest, hottest ninjas, and they're basically like selling them off like as escorts or coercing them into pornography, and that's where the real income comes from. And so like most of the old Hokages and the old stuff knew that. That's why Itachi left the village, because he knew what was going on. So in this 4-pager, the visuals are that like she's seeing how much attention young girls are going, and she's like, right. And like her attitude, her motivations are really like, these stupid dumb young sluts, they want to go around pretending to be adults and play ninja and get all the attention of the men, which should be on me as the top bitch who makes herself look beautiful. It's about time they paid the price. If you want to look like an adult and tease the boys, it's about time you acted like an adult and you earned some real money for the village. So Jiraiya, the big pervert, she's like, it's time you break in our latest batch of girls. I want to see the light go out of their eyes. I want to take the shine off what they think their stupid, naive, perfect little world is. Like, Tsunade's like holding on to shitloads of baggage. So in this, she's like looking at them, hating them, invites Jiraiya over for some de-stress. So, you know Tsunade's abilities are medical chakra techniques. So she does like a chakra slap right on Jiraiya's gooch to like pop out his business at full mast immediately. And whilst she's like in a dominant position, like kind of bouncing on him, she's like, I want you to work in our new girls. And Jiraiya's like, you're the only one for me. And she's like, don't play coy. Like, I know you run the underground porn network. It's time to take the light out of their eyes. So this is going to lead into the 2-part Hinata thing. This is going to lead into the Sakura and Ino thing. And eventually it's going to lead into why the Akatsuki has a different lineup compared to in the actual manga, because of what Leaf Village is doing. So like, when Pain is like, so far down the line, when Pain is like, I'm going to destroy Leaf Village, most of the girls are like, I understand. Like, you should tear down the entire fucking corrupt system. That's why we left. Mate, it's going to be big. So Naruto's like part of the problem, because Jiraiya takes him out and Naruto just closes his eyes to all of this weird shit because he's not emotionally prepared to deal with it. He's never fucking grown up. Oh, I want to be Hokage. I want to be Hokage. Do you even fucking know what that means, mate? Dude. Anyway, long story short, I've been thinking about this for fucking years and I've never gotten around to drawing it. But like, this shit's been in my mind for fucking ages. So in terms of the actual like comics, absolutely, it's your favorite characters fucking. Absolutely. Hinata NTR. Ooh, don't do NTR. Too late. But the actual long-term thing is that there's actual fallout and repercussions, and it changes the narrative. Like this, like, I just want to draw sexy manga, sure, but I actually want to write shit that's got consequences. All right, sorry, Emma. I'm so sorry. I've been peeling your ear back. Hey, Izzy, how you doing? Izzy, I'm so sorry. Is my pronunciation off? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Definitely reminds me of why it was a good idea to quit porn. Wait, you were doing porn? you got to share. No, obviously not the actual content. You have to share this knowledge with your boy Mikey. Anyway, reminds me why it was a good idea to quit porn. This is really intense in depth, dealing with some heavy themes. Yeah. Well, yeah. The thing is, I have to fit these themes into 4 pages of fucking, so it's a bit tough. Also, Izzy, I'm so sorry if I'm missing anything. We killed this thing. That is great. Thank you very much for watching on YouTube. Join us for the next episode. Peace.